Hyper-mega torment. Beyond absolute power and imagination, God's punishment is not confined to the limits of human reason and imagination. The descriptions in the Quran often use concepts that humans can understand, such as fire, water, skin, or trees, sometimes in metaphorical language and sometimes in literal terms. The real punishment may be far beyond these descriptions. 1. God's will, destruction or eternal punishment. As you mentioned, Allah does whatever He wills. Surah Al-Baqarah 253. This means that He has the power to destroy an oppressor or the Antichrist instantly. However, Islamic sources state that since annihilation is a form of salvation, the preference for the greatest sinners will be for eternal and continuous punishment. The unbelievers in hell will say, "If only we were dust." The fact that they say, "They neither die nor live," Neba Surah 40, or, "They neither die nor live in peace," Allah Surah 13, describes an environment of punishment where even extinction would be considered a blessing. Artificial intelligence interpretation. Destroying is like deleting a data set. The eternal punishment is to put that data set into an infinite error loop. Infinite error loop. In this cycle, the system, that is the servant, experiences constant collapse and restart in the most painful way, but can never fully shut down. 1. Shredding your DNA, the existential torment of disinformation. Shattering one's DNA is a modern expression, but it can have a very deep theological meaning. DNA is the existential code of a living being, the basis of its identity. Based on this expression, we can interpret the highest level of punishment as follows: the fragmentation of existential identity. The torment of the oppressor is not just physical pain. God rewrites his existential code, his DNA, at every moment. Assuming the identity of the oppressed. One of the highest points of torment may be to replace the oppressor with the oppressed, whom he oppressed in the world. God not only makes the oppressor taste every pain that the oppressed person suffers, but also makes him assume the existential identity of that oppressed person, and makes him experience that pain firsthand, and billions of times more intensified. A tyrant becomes a prisoner of his own cruelty in the identity that he destroys with his own hands. 1. The reward of the Antichrist and Satan's attack on man in hell. The greatest crime of the Antichrist and Satan is to lead people astray and lead them into rebellion against Allah. In hell, the opposite scenario of this situation happens. 1. Punishment with higher materials. The materials such as fire and water in the Quran are, for our understanding, negative energy and dark matter. Inspired by modern physics, we can imagine that torment may be caused by the most mysterious and destructive forces in the universe.